Hi friends, today we're going to be talking about what happens at 4 months on YouTube. I'm going to be talking about everything from subscribers to watch time to shorts, anything and everything you can think of, tips and tricks, things that I've noticed, things that I want to teach you, what I've gone through, and mistakes of what to avoid. And I have some notes here and we're going to get started right now. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kristen and this is by Kristen Elaine. And if you're returning, nice to see you again. If you've been following my YouTube for Beginners series, you'll know that I've actually been on YouTube for 6 months, but 2 of those months I actually had to take some time off. So I've only been posting for a total of 4 months. Now, most of my growth actually happened during the 2 months that I was off. The second video that I posted got caught up in the algorithm. It might have been the title, it might have been the topic, and it might have been the other YouTubers' channels that I was featuring in that video. And I gained 419 subscribers from that one video. But for these update videos, I don't really count those 2 months off because I wasn't actively doing anything. I didn't have anything to report. I didn't have anything to share. But I guess that's the power of passive activity where I had already done all the work and then I took some time off and my videos were working for me. So that's something you can look forward to. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, join my community. I would love to have you here. I talk about personal finance, personal development, and elevating your life. I ended up waiting too long to post another video and I waited until day 63. So it was a little over 2 months. And as soon as I hit 61 days where I hadn't posted anything, YouTube shut me down. The algorithm stopped promoting my videos and it's been a lot of hard work to build myself up ever since then. So lesson there, don't do what I did. If you want to take off YouTube, that's completely fine. If you're getting to the 2 month mark and you haven't posted something, try to post anything maybe just to keep yourself active. So here's what I've noticed in the past 4 months. I'm in month 4 now of actually posting and going through the whole YouTube process. And what I've noticed is that it's getting a lot easier than it used to be. The research and scripting and editing and posting and filming, all of that process is getting so much easier now. I'm starting to feel less overwhelmed than I did in the beginning, which is really nice. And probably right now you're starting to realize that there's things that you really love doing and there's things you really hate doing or don't like doing so much. So for me, the filming process is always the most difficult part for me. And I still don't care for filming. I get really nervous right before I film and it's just something I'll have to work on, but it's gotten easier. It's not as scary or overwhelming or nerve-wracking as it used to be. Editing, a lot of people are going to say, well, editing is the worst. It's the bane of my existence. I absolutely hate it. Yeah, I get it. I could probably agree that editing is probably the most difficult and longest part of the process. But for me, I really like the editing process. I'm surrounded by numbers all day long. For me, because I'm in such a masculine role during the day as an auditor in my daily job, it's nice to be able to be more in my feminine energy and be more in that creative process. And it's something that I'm not quite used to, but it's really fun to go in and edit and add things and go through and be really creative. I actually really look forward to the editing process. For the most part, it's gotten a lot easier no matter what it is that I'm doing. Overall, you're going to find that you have a rhythm and a routine and a flow, and I really like that. I was spending about 19 hours to edit and do the whole process for a video. It was 19 hours per video to make a video. Since I've come back from my break, it's gotten down to about 14 hours per video. So my processes are improving and I'm getting a lot faster at things. So that's something that you can expect at 4 months is that things are going to go a lot faster too as you're going through the process. And I haven't been as good at tracking each one of my videos, how long they take, but I'm about at 200 hours total that I've put into YouTube so far that I have recorded. It's probably more than that. When you're putting in this much work, you are hoping to see your subscriber count go up. You're making your videos better and better. So let's talk about subscribers for a minute. The first 2 months that I was on YouTube, it was basically family and friends that were my YouTube subscriber base. The second 2 months is when I took off and I had gained 419 subscribers and 1,052 hours of watch time. And that one video got over 13,000 views, which is quite a lot for a new YouTuber. And I would say that probably unusual and not the norm. These last 2 months, so the first 2 months I count, the second 2 months I don't, and these last 2 months I count. And so November and December. November was the hardest month for me. So I actually lost a subscriber and I was still putting out content and I was putting out good videos, well, decent videos, I should say, and I lost a subscriber. So December, I decided to do some something a little bit different. In December, I started doing research to see what I could do to boost my channel and boost my videos. And one of the things that I was researching and reading about was to double down on the content that is already making you know, a lot of your views. And so the millionaire video that I made had made a lot of views. It was the second video that I created and it took off. So I doubled down on that video and made another one, and I loved it. It was so good. It's such a good video. And I put a lot of time and effort and energy into that video and a lot of work into that video. And I posted it and I was so excited, and it got only 50 views. I was so sad. This is what the thumbnail looks like. And please tell me, is it my thumbnail? I just don't know what it is and where I went wrong. I featured 3 brand new YouTube millionaire babes, and I was so excited for this video. So let me know in the comments, is it my thumbnail? Did I screw that up? Really curious, let me know. The other strategy I decided to focus on was making YouTube shorts. Now, I had never made YouTube shorts before, and I love watching them, but I'm so intimidated by them, to be honest. I lack the creative insight and instinct, and it takes me a really long time to get going on, well, how can I make it fun and exciting, playful yet serious, captivating, put it all wrapped up in a pretty bow and have people watch for 30 seconds. Like literally, it just seems like impossible to me. So what I did was I started remixing the videos that I already have posted. So I took my long form content, and you can hit the remix when you're in your video. You can hit a button called remix, and you can crop little pieces like 30 seconds or 1 minute. And that's what I did. And I was so excited the first day because it was so fast. I actually did 9 shorts that first day. Like, yay, mom, and look at me, I did it. And it was weird because one of them took off, and then like one of them got 2 views. So if you're a new YouTuber and you haven't started shorts yet, I'm going to highly recommend that, because doing the shorts got me 9 subscribers in the month, which the month before I had -1. So you can imagine I was really, really excited and really happy to have more people join my channel because primarily of those shorts. But to be honest, I really don't like YouTube's method of getting the short on and uploaded. It just seems clunky and clumsy to me, and it doesn't have the kind of exciting features that TikTok has or Instagram Reels have. It's just more, it's not designed, I think, to post shorts. So what I ended up doing was I ended up taking my long form content in my editing software and just creating shorts outside of the YouTube platform. I decided just to do it on my own, and that process is taking a little bit longer. It takes about 30 minutes because the YouTube method is very simple. You can add music, you can add some text, but you can't add photos, you can't add pictures, you can't do a lot of things with it. So I just decided to take what I already have filmed and then compile it in my editing software and then upload it from there. And that seems to work okay. I'd probably say the benefit to shorts is that it gets out to more people. More people are able to see your content. And if you're consistent, well, like any of your YouTube process in general, you should be being consistent. But if you're consistent, I think that you can actually get more subscribers that way. Now, I do have some concerns with the shorts, and I'm going to go over those. My goal with YouTube shorts right now is to post at least once a day, and I'm really struggling with that. I had a hard time just figuring out how to do the remixes, but I got a lot from my long form videos. I was able to do at least 6 shorts from a longer video, and I still have room to make some more. So I'm going to try to post at least once a day, and I'm doing a lot of research right now. I'm watching a lot of other YouTubers and their channels to kind of get more ideas on what I can post for shorts. And I'm jotting them down and then trying to give myself some space and time to allow that creativity to come in, because yeah, it's just not there for me. I struggle with it, and hopefully I can get the hang of it. But you know, if you're a creative person and shorts come super easy to you, you're gonna have absolutely no problem getting started with shorts, and you're gonna see a lot of growth from it too. Some fun facts about YouTube Shorts is that it has not been up for monetization up until this point. But YouTube announced not too long ago that shorts are gonna start being monetized, but it's something like this outrageous number. So as of February 2023, so just a month from now, YouTube is gonna start monetizing shorts. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to be able to make 10 million YouTube short views in 90 days. And for a small YouTuber, that sounds almost impossible. And I know it's not, it's just gonna be a lot of work. And that comes out to about 3.3 million views a month, which either you have to be posting a lot of content every single day, multiple times a day is my assumption. Or the second thing I thought of was you have to go viral. You already have to have a following. You already have to have enough people with eyeballs on your shorts. Otherwise, I don't know that you could monetize your shorts being so new into the process. So 4 months in, you're not going to be monetized. I'm not monetized yet, just FYI. It'll take some time, but just know that that's an option in the future for you too. That's one of the concerns that I have, is that for new YouTubers, the shorts are kind of out of reach, but it is going to help you grow your subscribers. Now, the second concern that I have is that the watch time doesn't count for us yet. And I'm not sure that watch time is going to count towards your 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. I think you still have to have the long form content. As far as strategy goes, getting subscribers is really quick and easy as long as you're doing the shorts. The downside is that those subscribers aren't necessarily going to translate over into watching your long form content. So you may get the subscriber count, but you're still going to be struggling with watch time, which is kind of where I'm at, is that I have the subscribers, but I'm missing a lot of the watch time. And it may just also be the time of year. I'm really excited about this next thing that I noticed, is that somewhere very recently, I have access to so many more of my analytics. Now I can see where my subscribers are coming from. I can see where a lot of my watch hours are coming from. I can see what videos are the ones performing and bringing in a lot of my subscribers and watch time. I can actually see more about you and get to know more about you and my audience and where you live and where you're coming from. And that's really exciting to me, because I feel like YouTube is a little bit distant in that sense. I don't feel like I have a good idea of who's watching my videos and connecting, which is something that I really care about and I'm really interested in. And I'm not sure if it was the watch time or if it was the number of subscribers that I have, or if it was whatever it was. I'm not quite sure how that data I was able to have access to that data, but I still don't know when everybody is watching and when everybody's online on YouTube. And that's something that's going to be really critically important. And it could explain why some of my videos perform really well, because maybe I posted them at the perfect time. And then some of my videos didn't do so well because maybe I didn't post them at the correct time. So I really don't know. There's some pieces of the puzzle that are missing and I'm still figuring it out. I am so excited just to nerd out on the numbers for a minute. And it's really exciting that I get to see more of where you're coming from. And I kind of try to picture, what you're doing during the day and what job that you have and what are your goals and your dreams and your struggles. And that's something that's really interesting to me, is that there's always more behind just the numbers and just the data that I want to learn more about. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to listen for my husband. I think he might be home. He tries not to interrupt my filming process, but I did ask him to help me film one of these days. He's gonna kind of go behind the camera, but we'll see. All right, so watch time. Watch time seems to be like the ever elusive unicorn / Bigfoot. It's just, you think you see it, but you don't see it, and it's not there, and maybe it doesn't exist. For me, my watch time has slowed to a crawl. It's just almost non-existent right now, and I'm really kicking myself, and I know I can't go back in time. I can't change anything. I took the time off. I needed the time off, and this is the consequence of what happened, and there's nothing I can do but just rebuild and keep putting out content. I also noticed that a lot of my watch time had stopped in November and December, and those were the 2 months that I had just come back in November. And those are the holidays. Those are the times when people go on vacation, they go spend time with their families, they're out thinking of the holidays and Christmas shopping and doing a lot of things together as a family. And perhaps this is just that time of year where the views are just slower. And so I had thought about that as a way to try to make myself feel better, I guess. And I tried to get some answers in some of the forums that I was on, and people were saying, well, yes, it slows down this time of year, but not really, but maybe they're just watching shorts. And so I couldn't really get a clear answer, but that's what I suspect is going on. Now it's January and people are getting their New Year's resolutions. They're starting to want to start businesses or start a YouTube channel. They're wanting to change their life. So I anticipate that views are going to start increasing. So my strategy is not going to change. My goal and my focus is still big picture. I'm still focused on my content. I'm still focused on putting out value and delivering consistency and putting a lot of value out there. So I'm not really going to change my strategy. It is disappointing though to put videos out there and it's not getting any views, it's not getting any traction, because I know that when I took time off, one video exploded. I know know that because those videos are there, there's potential in those videos. There's potential for it to, any one of those to take off. So I'm not going to really worry and stress about the watch time. It's going to happen when it happens, but just know that it's this up and down process, and you're going to get a lot of views sometimes, and you're not going to get a lot of views in other situations. So my goals for January 2023 is to stick to my content strategy. I'm not going to change that. I am going to be consistent with the videos that I'm posting, and I'm going to have shorts for every single day. That's one of my goals, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you what the results are because I'm expecting that they're going to be great. My content for January, I'm going to talk about vision boards that actually work, manifesting money, have another YouTube update, things like that, getting out of debt. Those are some of my ideas for the content that I'm going to plan for January. I'm also going to start a community in Instagram. So I've noticed that a lot of the big influencers, what they do is they have an outside platform that they use to have more deep, close connections with their audience. I'm going to post my Instagram link down in the comments below. I would love to see you there if you haven't joined. That's going to be my goal for January, is to get my Instagram up and running for this channel so that I can actually get to know you a lot better. And as I've been doing this process, I've started to notice things that are captivating me. So in my last YouTube update, I talked about how as you watch videos, the way you watch videos changes. You're actually watching it from the standpoint of a creator instead of a consumer. And so when I'm watching videos and I'm watching these YouTubers have their B-roll, which is just footage, random footage that they overlay on top of their videos while they're talking. I'm really captivated when they're showing videos of their own lives. You know, I have access to a ton of stock footage, and that was great in the beginning, first couple of videos when I didn't know what I was doing. But now that I'm going through this process, I'm finding that if that captivates me, then maybe it'll captivate you, and it'll be something that you are interested in seeing, is more of the behind the scenes of my life. So that's just something that I've noticed, and I find that it's more organic too. It's, you know, something that you're posting from someone that you're seeing and you're watching and you're getting to know, and it doesn't actually take that much more effort. Patience. Oh my gosh. This is definitely testing my patience, and I'm a very patient person, to be honest. But above all, remember your why. Remember why you're doing this. Remember why you're working so hard, because you are probably going to run into the same situation that I ran into, where there's going to be some months, say November, but you're going to get negative subscribers, and you can't let that stop you, and you can't let that get you down. You may have months where you're not growing for a while. And like I said, you have to remember why you're even filming and why you're even working in the first place. You could be totally caught off guard and completely surprised and have one video take off, and that's really all you need. And if you look at other YouTubers' channels, they have maybe 3, 4, 5 videos that outperform all the rest of their videos, and it doesn't take very many. Keep working towards your goals. I've had to work on my mindset for quite a few years now, and I've actually taken a lot of courses, and I have a lot of mentors. And one of the things that I like to remind myself is that every single thing is working for me. Even though I have to work really hard right now, for whatever reason, everything's going to work out in my favor. And even if I'm not getting views right now, I'm just trusting that everything's going to work out. And hopefully that's something you can say to yourself too, to remind yourself that everything is working for you. Every video that you put out there has potential. Only focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. Keep putting out really good content every single time. Keep learning and have as much fun as you can as you go. I've said this multiple times, and hopefully you're figuring this out too, is that it's an experiment. You have to try different things. You have to be brave and put yourself out there and try different things, even if you're uncomfortable, even if the process is clumsy and clunky. Just try and experiment and see what works for you, because you won't know what's best for you and your channel and your audience until you actually try things and do different things. Happy New Year. And if you haven't checked out this video, you're going to want to watch it next, and I will see you very soon.